Hi guys, it was, I believe, Boris Johnson's last Prime Minister's questions and the last one before the parliamentary recess. And the Speaker of the House, Sir Lindsay Hoyle, was on his best behaviour and sucking up to the Prime Minister, probably in the hope of securing a peerage, a place in the House of Lords. Hoyle in the past has had MPs thrown out for calling the Prime Minister a liar. He has also lost his rag when government ministers had run roughshod over Parliament by leaking information to the media before delivering it to the House of Commons. But this all seems to have been forgotten, because it's Boris's last day. Here are 3 examples on Wednesday alone why the Speaker should go along with Boris Johnson.
It's only fitting to note this is likely to be the final time the Right Honourable Member for Uxbridge addresses the House as Prime Minister. I would like to wish him and his family all the best for the future. Can I say, we've been through many dark times within this House, and none more so than through the pandemic, and always will be remembered for what this House did and the way that you conducted those duties during those dark times, Prime Minister.
Sorry, what? Because the way that Boris Johnson lied in Parliament, is that what you're talking about? His ministers lied in Parliament. They did not correct the record. But that's okay because it's Boris's last day, so we have to give him a bit of a round of applause, like a child who has won some sort of trophy. Here's another example. So remember, as I said before, you're not allowed to call Boris Johnson a liar in Parliament. If you do, you're supposed to retract that. You're supposed to take it back and use some sort of other language.
I mean, the Prime Minister might believe that nonsense, but the people of Scotland don't, because they know the reality that our NHS is the best performing in the United Kingdom, and education standards under the SNP are moving in the right direction. Mr. Speaker.
Now, I don't know if you could hear it, but Ian Blackford was being called a liar. Liar, liar. I heard it at least twice. And I think it's this lady 3 in from this Gap wearing a red jacket. I don't know who she is, but I think it was her who was shouting liar, liar at Ian Blackford. Was she called out by the Speaker of the House? No. So if you call Boris Johnson a liar, you will be asked to take it back. If you don't take it back, you will be removed from the chamber. But this individual was able to call another MP a liar. Look, I'm not questioning whether Ian Blackford was telling the truth or not, but according to the rules, you're not allowed to call people a liar. So when it comes to calling Boris Johnson a liar, you're not allowed to do it. But if you call somebody maybe from the SNP a liar, that's perfectly okay. Here's another example.
John Littleson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the Prime Minister limps off into the history books, his name up there in the pantheon of greats alongside the Duke of Portland and Spencer Perceval, can he update us on his defenestration honours list? How many of his cronies will he ennoble? Can we expect him to surpass Harold Wilson with a lavender list of dodgy donors, obsequious courtiers and pinchers by nature?
Very poor.
Now, I think it was the Speaker of the House who said very poor in response to the SNP MP's criticism of who's going to be on Boris Johnson's honours list. Because maybe the Speaker of the House will be on this honours list. Maybe the Speaker of the House will be sent off to the House of Lords, as a gift for what great work he has done for the Conservative Party and protected the likes of Boris Johnson from real criticism. And perhaps the SNP MP here, John Nicholson, perhaps he touched a nerve when he talked about the corruption and the courtiers that are being sent off to the House of Lords because Boris Johnson has decided, let's send off some of these people, donors perhaps, corrupt individuals, people who have kowtowed to Boris Johnson. Johnson is going, hopefully, he has left. He may be back. He said, hasta la vista, baby. Maybe he will be back. But I think the Speaker of the House should go along with him. He's been completely useless. He's more interested in ridiculous protocol than actually holding the government to account. And he has pretty much been a chocolate fireguard throughout Boris Johnson's rule in number 10. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.